What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to TTB Ravens Media. It's draft weekend. It's Thursday, the first round of the NFL draft. And Joshua, the Baltimore Ravens are officially on the clock. We're going to do videos like this, instant reactions for every pick that they do. We don't go live, but we record our reactions while the pick is happening. And so I will put in the comment section down below what time the actual pick happens. So you guys can skip to that if you want, or you can hear our predictions, our thought processes, because we don't know exactly how long it's going to take before the pick. But Joshua, James Pierce was just taken by the Falcons.
Yeah.
I know there's some guys you are liking.
Yeah.
Where do you want the Baltimore Ravens to go pick 27?
I mean, honestly, right now, we was talking about it before we started recording. I mean, the AFC North, they have arguably some of the best wide receiver cores in the NFL. Me personally, let's go for another corner. Let's go for Will Johnson. We don't have Brandon Stevens no more. We don't have Marcus Williams. Darius Washington is on a one-year contract. I am happy that he came back to us. But, at this point, we need guys that is going to be younger, faster, agile, stronger, willing to get with these boys, especially Pittsburgh, having two of the strongest, maybe some of the grittiest wide receivers on both the outside, and DK Metcalf and George Pickens. So, we need some guys that can match that energy. So I definitely feel like, a Will Johnson, maybe trading up in the second round to get Harmon from Notre Dame, just to shore up that secondary, because I feel like when it comes to that interior, we know how to get players in those later rounds. We know how to get those undrafted gems. So that's something I'm definitely not worried about. What's your thoughts? What's your take?
I think Will Johnson would be a terrific pick. When I was looking at my top 5 picks for the Ravens at 27, my number 1 was Donovan Ezeraku. My 2 was Barron. Barron's off the board. My 3 was Darius Alexander. He's available. My 4 was Malachi Starks. My 5th was Gray Zabel, who is not available anymore. But I want a defense. And just like you, I want defense. If I knew that Will Johnson would be available, he would have 100% been in my top 5. Probably would have been right at number 3 in terms of the players that I want. I think I want him over Malachi Starks, and I want him over Darius Alexander. However, if we get any of the guys that I've named so far, I'm going to be extremely excited for what they bring to the table. I just feel like we're in agreement that the Ravens' problem last year felt more like a defensive issue. We can fix the offensive line a little bit. We can retool some things. We can get a wide receiver, but probably not round 1. The guys that are technically like falling got taken. Like if Matthew Golden was there, yeah, sure, maybe. If we get Burden, if we get an interior offensive lineman, I'm not saying it's going to be shocking. I'm not going to say like I'm going to be pissed off or frustrated, because those are still some really good players. However, I think both of our preference right now is we go after defense. We go after a guy not only that plays defense, but can play right away. I was happy to see some of these other guys, it might bite me in the butt saying their names, but like Shamar Stewart is more of a developmental player. I was happy that he got taken by the Bengals, because I didn't want the Ravens to take another developmental edge rusher. Get someone at pass rusher or corner or safety that can play right away. So, right now I'm steering away from the guys like Emin Wari, steering away from the guys like, let's see. I'm trying to think of other players that are like really high potential guys. Like Luther Burden might need to develop a little bit more, because right now I feel like he'd be more of a gadget guy, but he'd definitely play right away. I'm just like, I'm all in on the idea of, hey, let's go after someone that's going to make an impact, that's going to not just win us a playoff game, but, get us involved in the Super Bowl. And I hate to do this in the draft video, but I did I bought a jersey a long time ago, and it finally came, and it's of a rookie drafted around this area that made a big impact playing the Super Bowl.
Come on now, share it with us, brother.
For the culture, for the for the people.
Oh man!
So say, let's get a guy that can go out and do that. Will Johnson is that type of cornerback. Him and Nate Wiggins would be a fantastic duo. I'm rocking Kyle Hamilton tonight because I think he's the best first round pick EDC has made. Let's make an even better pick. Let's get another guy that's going to be super impactful right away. But Joshua, let's talk about strategy, right? The Ravens pick is in.
Yeah.
Where do you see the Ravens going after this pick? Because a lot of people were speculating trade. A lot of people were speculating trade back, trade up, trade Mark Andrews, trade Adafe. Round 2, day 3. Are you targeting positions that aren't necessarily defense? And if so, who?
I mean, the way this draft, I'm gonna be honest, this draft has not been the most inviting. Previous drafts we have been, drooling, foaming at the mouth of guys that we truly wanted. We'll get pissed off when another team drafts our guy. But at this point, the second round, anything can happen. Me personally, I say stay on the defensive side. Continue adding to that secondary. I want to go for what's the young man for Notre Dame? Watts, I believe.
Yeah, Watts.
So
Kevin Porter.
So I mean, I just EDC and Steve Bisciotti, they had their interview before draft. They talked about they want to win now. These first 3 picks, in my opinion, are what is going to get us there. Those undrafted late guys is what's going to keep us there. Y'all gotta understand my philosophy. Those 3 pretty picks will get us to the playoffs. Those guys that's undrafted 5th, 6th, 7th round, those are the gems. Those are the diamonds in the rough that will help change the momentum, help change the game. So right now, I need them to get a pretty pick. I need them to get pretty picks these first 3 rounds. So, if we got to add, to the secondary, by all means, take those advantages, take those opportunities. We can never load up on secondary because remember what happened in was it the 2019 year and we started trading away corners?
Yeah, we traded away what was his name out of Ohio State?
Wade.
Wade to New England for like a 6th round pick.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, you look at this Ravens team, it's 1st round picks. Or almost the only guy that's not a star, that's a star player that's not a 1st round pick on the Ravens defense is Nnamdi Madubuike, right? Out of Texas A&M. But again, when we drafted him, it was like, oh, this guy's nice. But like Lamar, 1st round pick, Zay, Bateman, 1st round picks. Derrick Henry obviously wasn't a 1st round pick, but older in his career. Overall, Joshua, if they announce the pick, feel free to announce it.
I got you, brother. I got you.
Announce the pick. Let me know.
I got you.
We'll see who's technically in front. I don't know which one of us it is. So whichever's in front, start announcing when Goodell gets up there, and hopefully it's not one of those 5-minute speeches that they sometimes give, and it's like, dude, give the speech after the pick.
It might be. Who knows? But you know what?
Oh no.
But you know who? Let me get your take. Roger Goodell's coming out on my screen. But real quickly, who pick did you like in this 1st round draft? Let me know.
I think I liked a lot of the picks. I think the Niners crushed it with Michael. Also, I want to say Green, forgot to bring him up. Monster, didn't think he'd be available. He would be in my top 5 as well. Goodell's given the announcement on my screen right now.
I'm gonna let you announce it.
Malachi Starks, safety at the University of Georgia. A guy that we talked about, a guy that many people said was the ideal pick for the Baltimore Ravens. We go defense. We go with, arguably the best safety in the NFL, college football the last couple of years. Him and Caleb Downs were kind of battling for that spot. Definitely the best safety in the SEC. Pair him with Kyle Hamilton. Pair him with Ardarius Washington. Yeah, I think it's a slam dunk pick. Joshua, what are your thoughts on Malachi Starks?
Hey man, I'm loving the move, man. Like I said, this year's draft is not like the prettiest. It's not the most eye popping, but at the same time, we need to go at the defensive players. So going for a safety, even in I believe that we're definitely in the next 2nd or 3rd, we're going to find a corner. I mean, if Kobe Bryant is still available, hell, if Will Johnson is available in the 2nd round, and the Ravens find a way to trade up, by all means, do that. So I definitely love what they're doing. I'm not too familiar with Malachi Starks' game, so I gotta get familiar with his game. But I know he's from Georgia.
Yep.
So I know he got to be a hard-hitting safety, a guy that they can play all around the field, maybe even a guy that could possibly play in the box. So if that's the case, hey, welcome to Baltimore. Looking forward to seeing you in that black and purple. Looking forward to see how you contribute to this team, and hopefully, you can make your rookie debut one of the best ones. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm very excited.
Yeah. So for people that don't know about Malachi Starks, my kind of scouting report on him is, first of all, he's a well-rounded safety. He's got the size. He has the speed, ball skills, plays the run. One thing at Georgia that he did do was he would go in man coverage in certain situations. He would line up on star wide receivers. Week 1 against the University of Clemson, when Georgia kind of beat the brakes off of him, it surprised a lot of people. And Clemson ended up actually being okay. He got a huge interception down the sideline. Just a terrific interception, very good body control, good hands. But again, like I said, he's been the best safety in the SEC, for the last few years, and was the best safety in the class. And I think that the Ravens knew that. And, I love Ardarius Washington, but I highly doubt after this year, Ardarius Washington comes back. It seems like he's pretty frustrated with how the team handled, the Ravens, giving him the tender. He only got $3 million. I don't think he's going to come back. So Malachi Starks, he's going to play this year. We use 3 safeties. Ardarius Washington can play the slot. He can play over top. He can play in the box. Malachi Starks can do it all. Kyle Hamilton can do it all. Zachary Orr in year 2 is going to have a lot of fun. And just for the people, I'm going to show something that I wasn't planning on showing. I didn't actually finish it, but I made this after Jahdae Barron was selected. This is the teaser for the thumbnail. Ooh! I did switch it to Malachi Starks because I was like, I just got that feeling. And Malachi Starks is the selection. But I think that's going to do that for the instant reaction. Joshua and I are going to get back to the film. We're going to watch him. Trust us, we will have a ton of videos out, and we will have live streams talking about it. We will have recaps. Stay tuned, subscribe. If we hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the day, I did say that I would give away a jersey of who we draft. So that's a Malachi Starks jersey. So if we hit it, not very likely that we hit it, but if we do, Malachi Starks jersey coming soon. We'll see what number he's rocking. Hard hitting, big body, or not that big of a body, but average body, terrific safety.
Yeah.
Baltimore Raven football player. Very excited. Thank you all so much. We'll see all of you again next time, probably before the draft tomorrow to preview round 2. So it should be a lot of fun. See you again.